Good morning, America. Good morning, world. You're having coffee with Miss Coco. And I'm sitting here having my cup of coffee. This morning, I like to take my first sip. And if you hear that, that's me. That's the sound of me enjoying a good brew. I don't really have anything structured to say, but as always, I want to talk about what is on my mind. I don't necessarily have anything to talk about today when it comes to us having our relationship with God or being a higher self. I just want to talk, maybe slightly vent about relationships, about being with a man, me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know that I can speak for me. I want to be with someone who loves me for me. And I'm not saying love me for me no matter how I am, because when I'm coming in a relationship, when I am in a relationship, especially now moving forward with my life, I feel like I have enough self-control to work on all the things that I know that are negative, that are not right about me. And I don't want to be with someone who's focused on all the bad when it comes to me, that they can't see any of the things that they need to work on, or that they know that they need to work on certain things, but they never have the time to work on them because they're always talking about the things that I'm not doing. And then they focus on the things that I'm not doing so much that they can't see all the good that I am doing when it comes to who I am and what I'm bringing to the table as far as a relationship. I don't want to be with somebody where I could do 90% good, but you focus on the 10% that's quote unquote bad to you, and you feel it's so concentrated that the 10% that you feel is bad is so negative to you, affects you so much that you can't even see or care. You could care less about the 90% of the good that I do bring to a relationship. I just don't want to be with anybody like that, and I'm not going to be with anybody like that, because I feel like I have before. I don't want to have anybody in my face not wanting to take responsibility for things when they do something wrong, and then the first thing that comes out their mouth is, let's not focus on the past. Well, I try not to focus on the past, but if the past is always coming up in the moment because you're never doing anything to change what was done in the past, if the present is new so we can live in the moment and learn from our mistakes in the past, then why do people keep doing the same things over and over and over again that they did in the past that was messed up, but then tell you not to focus on the past? I don't want to be a victim No matter what I've been through, I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to dwell on the bad things that have happened to me, but I don't want to be with anybody that lives their life as a victim. I don't want to be with anybody that is a coward, who is a king of cowards, who maybe you love someone a lot. Maybe you really care for them, but you would never tell them that. You would just have them in the dark thinking that you don't care about them. You would just have them in the dark. You would rather show them all the things that you don't care about when it comes to the person that you love. You would show them all the things that you don't care about. But when it comes to showing how much you care about them, you keep all those feelings, all those thoughts to yourself. You're too scared to tell someone how you really feel. You're too scared to tell someone that you really love them. You're too scared to tell someone that you don't want to lose them and you would rather lose them than to deal with the vulnerability of telling someone how you feel. If you can't be vulnerable with someone that you say you love, that you say you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you say that you want to be committed to, then you don't need to be with them. So I encourage you. I encourage you to go about your way. I encourage you to carry on smartly. I encourage you to live that type of life with someone else, because I am a person that wants love, but the person that you want when it comes to love, that person is not me, because I don't want to be with a person like that. I don't want to be with a person who wants to be controlled, who wants to be in control of everything, but is not even in control of their own lives. I don't want a person who can't speak life into me when I can't breathe, when I feel like I'm falling, when I feel like I'm failing. I don't want failing when I feel like I'm failing, when I feel like I'm falling. I don't want to be with a person who can't speak life into me, who can't lift me up, but is quick to tell me that they don't support something that I want to do, or they don't want to see how passionate I am about things or dreams or success or goals that I want to pursue. I'm not going to support someone who doesn't support the things that I love, who doesn't support the things that I'm passionate about, because you feel like it's going to take away from you, instead of looking at it in a perception or a perspective that if I win, then we win. How can you say you love me, but you don't want to support me in the things that I'm passionate about and the things that I love, because you feel like it will put too much shine on what you love, that it would take away from me? Now, you may say nothing is fact, but in my opinion, I think that's very selfish. You don't want to support the things that I want to do, that I love, that that means the world to me, because it might take away from you, because it may not cater to you, because it may not give you all the time that you want to have when it comes to me. But then I'm supposed to support you working all day and every day, and the only time you want to see me is when It's time to be intimate. It's time to get physical. It's time to get it on. Whatever you want to say in that regard. I don't have time for that. I don't want someone to look at my skills and look at what I bring to the table and look at the things that I know how to do and feel like they have no value, and that the only way that they can pay me, though they say they see my value, is in crumbs. You want to pay me in crumbs. You don't want to support any of the things that I want to do, but you want me to support you. You want me to lift you up. You want me to motivate you to follow your dreams. But if I tell you that I want to do something, if I tell you I want to pursue this, then everything that I want to do could never be a reality. It's just a dream. That it could never hold its weight in gold. So here are these breadcrumbs. That you could never be vulnerable enough with me, but I'm supposed to break down myself and shed everything about me and be naked with you. But I don't know how you feel about anything. You're not willing to share anything with me. You want to be in control of everything, but you're not in control of yourself. You want to say I'm too emotional, but you'll snap on me and break me down and cut me off at the knees and put as many sores as one can find in my back and say I'm emotional. I'm not supposed to get emotional when I'm getting chopped down at the knees, when I'm getting stabbed in the back 1,000 ways in 1,000 days. I learned to handle my emotions better now because of all the things that have transpired to me. And I feel like, no, I'm not there yet, but in the way that I handle my emotions now, I really don't think that it's fair. I really don't think that it's fair that I have to, the best way that one feels for me to handle my emotions in the quote unquote right way is not to react when someone is sabotaging me, when someone is breaking my heart, when someone is hurting me, when someone is betraying me. I'm just supposed to take it and deal with it. You want me to be strong in that manner. But then when I'm too strong, now I'm acting like a man. So which one is it? Then when I when I when I talk, I'm being rude. I'm being petty, whatever you want to say. Then when I don't say anything, I'm being cold. I'm being nonchalant. I'm being isolationist, whatever you want to call it. I have an attitude. I just don't want to be with anybody like that. Can you love someone if it's not tit for tat every day? Can you love someone at the end even if they're not able to do anything for you? Can you love someone like that? What if I grow old, I'm in a wheelchair, I have Alzheimer's, I don't remember who you are, I can't do anything for you. I'm depending on you for everything, to clothe me, to feed me, to take me where I need to go. Would you still love me? Would you still say I'm beautiful? Would you still hold my hand? Would you still guide me out that wheelchair and stand me up in the living room and have a dance with me? would you still sit me in a chair beside you on a beautiful summer night, even though I didn't remember any of my old shows? Would you still sit me there and we have movie night and we watch all the movies that I used to love, even though I forgot your name, even though I don't remember any of the things that we used to do? Would you still love me if I got sick? Would you still love me if I didn't look like I looked 10 years ago or 20 years ago? If I've gotten more wrinkles over the years, if my hair got a little gray, if my bones got a little weaker, if I didn't have as much stamina as one should have in the bedroom, or if I couldn't do that at all as far as intimacy, would you still love me? If I didn't fall into a certain tax bracket, if I didn't believe the things that you wanted me to believe as far as views and certain thoughts when it came to religion or spirituality or politics. Now, I do believe that when two people are committed, joining union and marriage, we have to be equally yoked, but there has to be, within that yokeness being equal, within us being equally yoked, we still are two individuals, and we're not going to agree on everything all the time just because we're equally yoked. We probably do share the same mind when it comes to what it means to have a relationship with God, what it means when it comes to our views on life and certain subject matters. That's what being equally yoked is all about. But we're two individuals, and would you love me less because even though we have the same views for the most part on certain subject matters, would you throw me away because I simply choose to agree to disagree on certain things? I'm just I just don't get it. I'm not quick to be in a relationship anymore. I'm not being selfish when I say I'm in a relationship with myself. I'm not a hopeless romantic. I believe in love, but I'm I'm really close. I'm not there yet, but I'm almost getting to the point. It's like I don't know if I'm going to find true love. I don't know if love is a thing for me, even though I wish it for everybody else, because I feel like having someone in your life to grow old with, to be committed to, someone who's going to love you unconditionally, that's a beautiful thing to have in this life, in this world. It's a blessing. And on a practical sense, it's a healthy thing to have. It's a healthy thing to have someone in your life that loves you unconditionally, that's going to be there for you through the storm, through the ups and downs, who may not have much all the time, but they still try to give you their all. A man doesn't have to be rich to be with me, but he can't have a poor mentality. He can't have a lack mentality. and he can't want to be so in control, because that's one of the things that I really hate in a relationship, when a man wants to be so in control. Because the thing about me, I'm willing to lose everything, because I know who's going to restore everything tenfold if I lose everything. So I always fight for what I believe in. I always say what needs to be said. I don't back down. I'm 10 toes down when it comes to what I believe in, what I know is right. And sometimes I can be overbearing and contentious when I know something is not right. When I know something is not right, when I know I shouldn't be treated this way, when I know I've given my all, then I get to a point where I am just like, forget it, bring it on, let's do this. And I don't try to be cocky. I know that there are women out there better than me, who look better than me, who have better physical assets than I have, but I'm not intimidated by that. I don't see other women as competition. I can look at a woman, and if she's beautiful, I'll say she's beautiful. That's not in a homosexual way. I'm a heterosexual, but I'm not stupid. I have eyes to see when a woman is attractive, when a woman is beautiful, when a woman got something that I don't have, if her waist is smaller or bigger than mine, if her chest or her backside is bigger than mine. I'm not stupid. You got eyes, you can see it. Why? Just because I'm a woman, I don't have eyes. I'm not supposed to see it. I'm not stupid. And if I don't see, a lot of y'all men help me see. Because y'all have the sunglasses on in the grocery store, wherever you at, looking around, guiding me to see what you looking at that I don't have. So, I'm not stupid, but I'm not intimidated by that, because if that's what it's going to take for you to go head over heels for somebody, that they have a bigger butt, or they have a bigger chest, or their hair is longer than mine, then you go be happy. I'm not finna run after you because you with somebody who have longer hair than me, or who have a bigger chest than me, or who have a bigger butt than me. I did that in my 20s. I'm not doing it now. Foolish, naive, mad, crazy. I'm not doing that. And I don't see nobody as competition, even though I can acknowledge, that's me giving credit where it's due. But I am who I am at the end of the day, and I can't change who I am. And God made me who I am for a reason. And so I'm not going to knock who God made me to be. If I have a small frame, then that's just how it is. God made me with a small frame. If my chest is not a D cup, or a double cup, or whatever cup that's big and bountiful, I'm not mad at that. I'm not finna sit in sorrow about something that God didn't give me, that he didn't want me to have. I accept what I have. I enhance what I already have in a natural way, in a minimum way, that's best for me, that makes sense for me, that's not outrageous. Every now and then I might wear extensions. I wear wigs. I might do my makeup. I might shave my legs. Whatever. But I'm my only competition. I don't try to compete with other women, because I'm just not finna do that. I've been there, done that, and all it does at the end of the day is drive you mad and insane. And then you sitting up here being another statistic, adding to the number of 25% of the women in this country are suffering with depression and on antidepressants and all of that stuff. And I'm not finna be a part of that. And whatever high disposition I have when it comes to matters like that, I'm not finna add into it by falling for the okie doke. I'm gonna live my life in the truth for what God made me, and anything somebody else wants me to be that I'm not, the devil is a lie. And the truth is not in him. And so if you can't find the truth in me to accept me for who I am and love me for who I am, when I know I'm giving my all, when I know I love with all my heart, when I know I'm a good person, when I know I'm trying to do my best, when I know I'm trying to love you with everything in me, while still trying to better myself, while still trying to love myself in the right way, in a healthy way, in a balanced way, in a positive way. If you can't accept that, I'm not finna done and sit here and live as a victim and focus why you don't see that I'm trying to give my all, why you don't feel like I'm worthy of the love that I want, even though you demand the type of love and care that you want. And if you don't get it, then you don't want to deal, then I'm not going to deal because I don't have to. And if you walk out my life when I know I've done my best, and when God is letting me know that I've done my best, that you were just a season, that you were just a cycle, then you walk out and goodbye, because it makes room for God to send something else better in my life, to send someone else better in my life, where they can see the treasure in me, where you just threw me away and saw me as trash, even though you said you value me. So you go ahead and you do you. And I'll just move on. And you can see me and I can be on my new. I'm not where I want to be, but I want to be with somebody that I can grow with. I want to be with somebody who has sense. I want to be with somebody who understands what true love is, what unconditional love is, what growing together and growing old together. That's a saying, growing old together. I want to grow old with this person. You don't just want to get old, you want to grow old. And I want to grow old with somebody where we can share a life that's worth living together, being together, and making our dreams come true, and supporting each other and lifting each other up, and molding the life that we want to have as one, but respecting each other as individuals, and supporting each other individual dreams, goals, and passions, and seeing how we can bring them together so we still can have happiness and love and peace at the end of the day. And understanding sometimes you have to compromise a little But that's okay. That I don't have to lose myself and you don't have to lose yourself. I don't know who that is. But right now I'm just focusing on me, trying to be right with myself, trying to be right with God, and seeing what's the end gonna be. But that's all I had to say today. I love you. You know what I want you to do out there today in the world when you're doing what you do? Be you. Be great. Be good. Until next time, darling.